If you have some exercise bands at home and you don't know how to use them, then stick around for this upper body resistance band workout that you can do in the comfort of your own home. If you're new to my channel, my name is Karen V, and I am here to help you turn your blues to hues by providing you with ways to transform your life from a frustrated yo-yo dieter to an empowered individual leading a colorful and confident life. Let's take this journey together using food, fitness, and mindset to help you lose the weight and finally keep it off. The set of resistance bands that I will be using in this particular workout is in this little pouch. It's a 3-pack with a light, medium, and heavy resistance. I did get them off Amazon, extremely affordable, so I will put this in the description box if you're interested in picking them up. But if you don't have something like this at home, you can get away with using the bands that have the handles on the end. Those will work out just fine. So any kind of bands you have, use them. As a rule of thumb, you're probably going to end up using the heavier resistances for the larger muscle groups such as chest and back, and you'll use the lighter resistances for smaller muscles such as biceps and triceps. But if you only have one band, you can adjust the resistance by how much you choke up or down on the band, and you'll see what I mean as I'm doing the workout. I'll crack into these now so you can see what they look like. So here's the bands. They're nice and long, and the lightest resistance is the yellow band. The medium resistance is pink, and then blue is the heaviest. Something you want to do right before strength training is warm up your body. You never want to strength train or lift weights with cold muscles because that will increase your potential for injury. Just get your blood flowing and get your heart pumping a little bit so that you're not starting off with cold muscles. So I'm going to take the medium resistance band. Just going to kind of hold like this, and there's a lot of trial and error with figuring out where to put your hands during this type of workout, so it's okay if you pause the workout a few times, especially if this is your first time watching this. You're going to need a little trial and error to figure out what's going to work for you. Okay, so we're just going to go like this to really get some shoulder mobility going. Make sure you're breathing and make sure you're comfortable doing this. If you're not comfortable doing this, like you feel like you're hurting yourself or you don't have the flexibility, don't do this particular exercise. You definitely want to make sure that everything you're doing is keeping you safe, okay? Don't ever dive into anything, especially strength training, without, really focusing on what you're doing and being aware of how you're feeling during any particular exercise. So this does take a little bit of flexibility in your arms and in your shoulders. And breathe. We'll do one more going back and one more going forward. All right, we're gonna start with a little step touch, okay? And as you're step touching, you're stretching out your chest, all right? All right, shake it out. And let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, let's bring those knees up. Just get that body moving. All right, breathe. Good, back to a step touch. You're gonna bring your arms up and you're gonna grab behind your right elbow. You're stretching out those triceps nice and easily and lightly. You're not pulling hard. You want to do your main stretching after you've worked out, but here we're just kind of getting light stretching and getting the body moving. Other side, grab behind the left elbow. Keep breathing and bring it down. All right, now we're going to stretch out the biceps. You can stop your step touch. And this is what you're doing. I'll show you from the side. You're stretching out your biceps. All right, other side. Side, what it looks like. So you're pulling those fingers down again, not too tight, not too hard, just enough that you feel that stretch in the biceps. The last stretch we're going to do is just to bring your right arm across your chest, keep your shoulders down, pull with your left hand, and this is stretching out the back of your shoulders and your lats. Always make sure you're breathing. Good. Other side. Straighten that arm out, keep your shoulders down. You're pulling it towards your body, but not too tight. We're just doing light stretching to begin. And shake it out. All right, are you guys ready? Let's do a few shoulder rolls. I am so ready to get the upper body working. And it's so great that you can do this at home with just some bands, all right? So it doesn't get any easier, there's no excuses, so let's get moving. Grab the band at both ends and place the band behind your back at chest level. Straighten your arms out in front of you, bringing your fists close together without touching, and then bring the arms back wide and slow in a controlled manner. Exhale on the way out and inhale on the way back in. Make sure your shoulders are down and relaxed throughout the entire set. The chest press works your chest, front of the shoulders, and triceps. Nice job. Just keep up that breathing, keep squeezing, and think about using your chest throughout this entire exercise. Really focus on what you're doing. Squeeze and release. Nice job. Okay, first set is done. Grab the band at both ends and start with your arms up, wide, and straight. Focus on pulling your arms down with your back muscles, not your hands. Your hands are just an anchor. Squeeze those lats together on the way down and slowly control the move on the way back up. You're also working the back of the shoulders during this exercise. Inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. As you're pulling your arms down, pull them wider with those back muscles, and as you slowly return back up, your arms will come closer together. Oh my gosh, I was feeling the burn on that one. Nice job. Wrap the band around your right hand about 3 times. That will take trial and error to see what intensity works for you. Hold on to the bottom of the band with your left hand with a tight fist at your lower back. Extend that right arm up and then bend at the elbow on the way down. The goal is to bring the forearm down so that it's parallel to the floor. Throughout this entire set, you want to keep the left fist strong and in place at your lower back and your right elbow in place to isolate the right tricep. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. You also want to focus on keeping that right wrist nice and strong so that you're not putting any unnecessary stress on it. The focus is on the triceps doing all of the work. This time, wrap the band around your left hand about 3 times. Hold on to the bottom of the band with your right hand with a tight fist at your lower back. Extend that left arm up and then bend at the elbow on the way down. Remember, you want your forearm to come down so that it's parallel to the floor. Throughout this entire set, you want to keep the right fist strong and in place at your lower back and your left elbow in place to isolate the left triceps. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. You also want to focus on keeping that left wrist nice and strong so that you're not putting any unnecessary stress on it. The focus is on those triceps. Step both feet onto the middle of your band and hold on tight with both hands. Leading with your shoulders in traps, you want to think about raising those elbows up higher than your shoulders and slowly controlling the movement on the way down using those same muscles. I am a big fan of focusing on the quote-unquote way down, which is called the eccentric phase of a rep. When you focus on this phase as well as the concentric phase, you are still working your muscles. If you don't focus on that down phase, you aren't really working your muscles that much, and you can increase the potential for injury by being lax. This is one of my favorite exercises. I feel like it just gives me those really nice, sexy shoulders. Just keep breathing, stay strong. 1 more rep left, and we're done. Awesome. Step both feet onto the middle of your band and hold on tight with both fists. Use the biceps to bend at the elbow, bringing your fists up towards your shoulders. Keep the upper arms in place. Control the move on the way down, inhaling on the way down and exhaling on the way up. Hammer curls not only work the biceps, but also the forearms. The hammer curl is different from the traditional bicep curl because your palms are essentially facing inward towards each other rather than up towards the ceiling. Wrap the band around each hand 2 or 3 times and start with the band taut. Your arms are straight and parallel out in front of you. Focus on using the back of your shoulders, aka the deltoids, to pull the band apart. Keep your arms straight and parallel to the floor. Inhale as your hands come to the front and exhale as you pull the band apart. With all of these standing exercises, you want to make sure you have a slight bend in your knees for maximum stability and to keep the stress off of your lower back. You can stand with your feet together, or your feet can be hip width apart, whatever's comfortable for you and whatever makes you feel the most stable. Wrap your hands around each end of the band and place the band behind your back at chest level. Palms will be facing in towards each other for this exercise. With your arms straight, focus on using the sides of your chest and squeeze them to bring your arms and palms close to each other. You cannot help but feel your chest muscles working on this one. You're also hitting the front of the deltoids in this exercise. Inhale on the way out, exhale as you squeeze inward. Don't forget to keep a slight bend in your knees so that you feel stable throughout all of these exercises. I tend to always have my feet about hip width apart, or I'll bring them close together, whatever I'm feeling in the moment, so it's really up to you. For a lot of these exercises, I'm turning my body to the side or to the back just so you can see how these exercises should look at a couple of different angles. Step both feet onto the middle of your band. Butt is out, back is flat, shoulders are back, and start with your arms straight and downwards. Using your back muscles, aka the lats, pull the band back and keep your elbows to your sides and behind you. Don't let those elbows move outwards. You're also hitting the back of the shoulders with this exercise. Inhale on the way out and exhale as you pull the band back. Keep your head and neck in a neutral position. This exercise is one of the more uncomfortable ones for a standing resistance band exercise. It gets a little getting used to with standing in this position. The number one thing to keep in mind when you're doing this exercise is to keep those shoulders in place as well. Don't let them roll forward as the band is going forward. I put this exercise next because you are standing in the same position as you were the last exercise. You're standing on your band, knees bent, butt out, back flat, gripping each end of the band. Keeping the arms straight through this entire exercise, use the triceps to lift your arms backwards. It's a smaller movement, but wow, I love this one. You feel it right away, and it has quickly become one of my favorite resistance band exercises. Inhale as you slowly release the band, and exhale as you lift your arms back. Stand on your band with your left foot about 1/3 of the way in and grab the end of your band with your right hand. Using the shoulder muscles, raise your arm to the side, keeping your arm straight. or a slight bend is okay, as long as you're focusing on using your shoulder muscles to pull the band upward. Control the movement on the way down as well on that eccentric phase. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Nice job. Keep that stance nice and strong. Focus on just using the shoulders to raise that arm up and pull that band upwards. You're doing great. Just 2 more. Nice job. Keep it going. And we are done with that set. We're almost done, guys. Stand on your band with your right foot about 1/3 of the way in and grab the end of your band with your left hand. Using the shoulder muscles, raise your arm to the side, keeping your arm straight or a slight bend. Focus on using your shoulder muscles to pull the band up and to the side. Control the movement on the way down. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Step your right foot onto the middle of your band and hold on tight with your fist. Your palm is going to be facing upwards for this exercise as opposed to the hammer curl. Use the biceps to bend at the elbow, bringing your fist up and to the side, towards your shoulders. Keep the upper arm in place. Control the move on the way down, inhaling on the way down and exhaling on the way up. This is our very last set, guys, so make it count. Step your left foot onto the middle of your band and hold on tight with your fist. Your palm is going to be facing upwards. Use the biceps to bend at the elbow, bringing your fist up and to the side towards your shoulders. Keep the upper arm in place, control the move on the way down, and inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Keep that wrist nice and firm so that you're isolating your bicep and you're not putting any stress on your wrists. You got this. We are so at the end, so keep it going, keep it strong, squeeze those biceps. And we are done, guys. You just trained your entire upper body with a resistance band in just under 13 minutes. If your muscles are spent, that's okay, because mine are too. So congratulations on finishing this upper body resistance band workout. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see videos from me about food, fitness, and mindset. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you next week.
Do you like my scarf? No, I do not like it.
Don't say a word. Of course that goes off. 1. If you have some... Shh! Are you kidding me?
I didn't do anything.
You breathed!
You just went...
He did.
Oh!
Don't do this sentence of you.
I don't like doing this without doing it to myself.
Just try it.
I'm not happy.
Try.
You
Wait,
have some...
you start over me.
Okay.
I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowgirl. Hey, I touched your ponytail. Would you like my second scarf? Pep no Perry tail. We have a new blue carpet.